Good morning, students, and welcome back. And we are going to discuss the topic which we are continuing, human capital formation in Indian economics. And today we are going to start about the state of human capital formation in India. What is the condition of human capital formation in India? We are going to start. And before going to in this topic, I want to state that as India is a federal country, means we have multiple layers of government. The central government responsible for maintaining the whole country, respective state government in different states, and at the lower level municipality, municipal corporation and village panchayat. So the human capital formation is done at the grassroots level from our country. The municipality in small towns, municipal corporation in large cities like Calcutta, Mumbai, and whose population is in million plus, and the village panchayat in the rural areas. They are undertaking the work of the human resource planning. So the government is running many schools as well as hospitals such that the people who are living in the remote areas of the country, they also get benefits of the development and develop themselves. So for the education we have the NCERT, AICTE and UGC. NCERT, National Council of Education, Research and Training, AICTE, All India Council of Technical Education, and UGC, University Grants Commission. They are the statutory bodies and they govern the education system of our country. They make the rules and regulations and also describe the criteria for the working of the educational bodies in our country. And they have done a lot of work in development of the good human resources in our country. And as far as the government is concerned, that during the period from 1952 to 2014, a lot of changes have been found in India. The expenditure of the government has increased from 7.92 to 15.7% of total GDP. In the year 1952, the contribution of towards education by the government was only 7.92, but it has been doubled, and in the last 65 years we have found that it has become almost double and is 15.7% now. So we can say that the expenditure on educational infrastructure has been increased by the government of India to enhance commence with the growing population. Today we also find that the private sector is also there in the development of human resources, particularly in education and healthcare also, but it is costly as compared to the government. So the poor people living in the rural areas, they prefer the government services the most. Then we are going to the next thing. The educational achievements in India. What are the achievements in the educational sector in India? First of all, the literacy rate. At the time of independence, the literacy rate was very low. It was about 20%. But today, it is about 74%. Then how it has been increased? It has been increased due to the work of the government by establishing educational institutions all over the country. The literacy rate has increased. Then the female literacy. The female literacy was also very lagging behind. Only 7 to 8% of the females, they were literate in the beginning of the 20th century. But today, we find that the literacy rate among the females is about 60%, which is commendable but not up to the mark. We have to still go a long path in the development of the women as educated. Then the establishment of the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, means education for all, and making the elementary education free from level class 1 to class 8. The government has tried to enroll all the children in the age group of 6 to 14 years in the schooling system. Means the government is trying each and every condition to make the people send their words to school. Then the enrollment ratio of the children in schools have also increased, and the participation of girls in the school is also increasing day by day. Today we don't find the girls out of school a lot. Therefore, the education of girls have been given more focus in the educational sector by the government. Then gender equity means today we find that in the proportion of boys, the girls are also going to school and attending the classes. The enrollment of the girls in schools have increased, and the parents, they are willing to send their girls to study. For overcoming this, the government has tried to open school in almost every village, such that the girls don't have to go far for fetching their studies, and there are almost many colleges in the district level also, so that they can obtain the higher education also. So the government has done a lot in obtaining the gender equity. Now we are going to the conclusion. What can we conclude from this topic? We can conclude that the government has done a commendable job, but due to the huge population structure and a developing country like India, it will take time for the government and the institutions to overcome all the difficulties, and such that the human resource in India can be fully developed. So the government is trying its best, and in the future we can expect that India would be a literate country, and the people or the human resources will be as equivalent to the developed countries of the world. And thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day.